Please, if this is your first time of watching me, do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. On this channel, I teach spiritual tips and I help to elevate people's spiritual consciousness. Today, I want to talk about curses, different types of curses, and how to break free from these curses. That is the topic for today. Types of curses and how to break free from curses. In case whatever I'm saying here is something that you're experiencing, then it is time for you to break free from it. Because freedom is priceless. Freedom is the most greatest asset one should have in their possession. What you should do at the end of the day, because problems are there, solutions should also come after problems to solve them. Today I'll be listing out different types of curses. What is a curse? A curse is an utterance that was intended to provoke or to invoke spiritual powers in order to inflict harm on an individual or on something, to cast spell. It's also like casting spell, and that spell follows whoever the spell is casted upon if your hands are not clean. That is what a curse is all about. So I'll be listing different types of curses, and in case you found yourself that you are involved in any of these, it is a time for you to cleanse, for you to come for restitution, for you to ask for forgiveness, for you to make amendments, for you to go and pacify whoever that has been offended in the past, that has laid curse on you. The first one is generational curse. And generational curse includes maybe families that were involved in slave trade in the past. There are some families that got themselves involved in exchanging or capturing slaves. They are the types that will lure slaves or lure people to be sold into slavery. So those people that are very notorious in that business, some of them were doing it and were making huge profit from it, even though at the end the white people were able to abolish slave trade. Some of the people that were captured during those slave trade era, so families that were involved in this kind of slave trade have invoked or have invited generational curse on themselves. And because of this, the inhabitants of, or let's say the family members or the extended family members that partook in that slave trade still have their children suffering till today. They still have some of the kids or the grandkids of those people that partook in the slave trade. They are still suffering till today. And this is a generational curse. The second type of generational curse is maybe some families, like we say, some kinsmen or clansmen, they connived with hired killers to kill someone to take over their land. And because of this, when the person that originally have that land laid a curse, knowing their plans, or maybe their plans were somehow revealed, but he or she could not do anything, and the person was saying something when he or she was alive, saying that if you take this land, that the only position or the only thing that I inherited from my parents, if you take over this land, none of you will see peace. None of you will enjoy life to the fullest. None of you will, that person is laying a curse. That person laid a curse, and if the kinsmen or clansmen, as they are called, successfully exterminated this family member, that generational curse will still be following them or their children. So this is Africa, and whatever I'm saying here is about spirituality. So some of these people, they feel like maybe after the proceeds from these lands, they use it to build their own houses or to travel abroad. You realize that they are not living their life to the fullest. They are struggling. No matter how hard they try, they'll keep struggling until the needful is done. And the needful is for them to go back and return those lands to their rightful owners. Go back to return those lands to them. Another kind of cause, under generational cause, is when somebody was killed. Maybe family members are saying that this person is the cause of their misfortune, and this person is a witch or a wizard, and they ganged up, and they didn't do alpha. They didn't check in alpha to know whether this person was wrong or right. They just, because of accusation or hearsay, they are they accuse this person and wasted this person. Before the person dies, the person actually laid a curse on them, saying that every person that partook in that gang up must definitely perish. You will discover that after such thing was done, the family members will be dying. Some will die prematurely. Some will have their children die prematurely. Some will discover that no matter how they gather money, they will not be making positive means or positive use of that money. So nothing reasonable comes out of whatever they're doing with money until that curse is broken. And how do they break that curse? By going back, if there's any person that is related to this person that is remaining, either maybe the person gave birth to a child, or the person have relative or blood brothers or sisters, they are supposed to go and appease the spirit of this person that laid that curse. And another thing they could also do again is by meeting a native doctor to do what we call ekpuaro. Ekpuaro or ekpualo, as is mentioned in some quarters. Ekpualo means to cleanse the land of blood. Supposed to do land cleansing so that the spirit of this person will not be coming back for them. So that's generational curse. The second type of curse is parental curse. The parental curse is when a parent lays a curse on their children, maybe out of anger or out of disappointment. Because when we see a child is stubborn and behaving in a very disrespectful way to their parents maybe out of anger and disappointment, some, especially mothers, usually do this. They will be saying some kind of hurtful words and saying, your child will do this to you, your child will do this thing that you did to me. You will never progress in life. Whatever you do will never prosper for you as long as you are doing this to me to hurt me. You know, that kind of anger that made that parents to be laying or dishing out that curse to that child, it will be affecting the child in the long run. Maybe it might not happen few years after that thing was said. Maybe in the time the child will become huge and maybe wants to start their own family, that curse will start taking effect. Because I keep telling people, words are very powerful. When you say a word, you can imagine that technology has made us to know what words are. When you record something in your smartphone and send to someone, that thing will be hanging there. The day the person opens that app, the person will still listen to whatever has been said. That is how it is with words. When you say it in the air, it can be recorded and kept. The same way you believe in technology can record something and keep. And the same way, whenever we're speaking anything, words are life forces. They can build and they can destroy. So you realize that some people are still living under the curse that their parents laid on them. Maybe your parents said you never give birth because you offended me, and since I gave birth to you, I've not experienced anything joyfulness. You will never see anything positive on your way. You know, those kind of curses are not good. What the person should do is to go back and beg their parents, if their parents are still alive, is to go back and restitution. It's all about restitution, to go back and make amendments and ask for forgiveness. When there's total forgiveness, the person will be appeased. The person's spirit will be appeased, and that person will be liberated from that day henceforth. Then the third type of cause, the third type of cause is cause from your chi, your spiritual guide. I keep telling people Whether you know your spiritual guide exists or not, that is not an issue. Your chi is doing what you want, and you are doing what your chi wants. There's a connection. You realize that whatever you're doing becomes so seamless. But when you are behaving or engaging yourself in inactive lifestyle, it will make your chi to lay a curse on you. And how do your chi lay a curse on you? Your chi will definitely withdraw his or her services. In terms of you finding things easier, you discover that nothing is moving because your chi has turned his or her back on you. Most people that you see them involved in some kind of accidents that happened, or some people that involved in being incarcerated, or people that were thrown behind bars, are people that have been caused by their chi. Some people are behind bars today that are imprisoned without any tangible offense. Is because their chi has laid a curse on them. The chi in Igbo language say chi ha agbaelara ha azu. The chi has turned their backs on them because of their inactive lifestyle. Some people were accused wrongly. It's because their chi turned their backs on those people. Another type of curse is from an occultic person. And how do you know an occultic person? Some of you have served some of you have worked in an organization where there's an occultic person, but you might not know. And this occultic person, maybe he or she has been following you gradually, and you were stealing from this occultic person. Either you are working as a worker and you are pilfering and taking things that belong to this occultic person. This person will lay a curse on you, and it will definitely follow you because occultic practices are very deep and very intense. That is why I always tell people, be careful who you are dealing with. If an occultic person goes for you, he will definitely get you. So an occultic person can lay a curse on you and it will follow you. So if you're working with someone, or you are in an organization, you swore an oath of allegiance that you should keep company secrets. Do not go and reveal company secrets to their competitors. If an occultic person is the person manning that place, he can lay a curse on you and it will be following you. You realize that no matter where you work, nobody is giving you that kind of treatment that you got from the first place. You'll be working, you'll be moving from one workplace to another, and no matter how you struggle, you are not meeting up. Is because that occultic person feel cheated in the long run, or feel betrayed. So the best thing is for you to go back and do restitution by asking for forgiveness from that occultic person, so that you'll be free from them. And another thing again, do not make pledges that you cannot keep. Some people are occultic. When you make a pledge with them and you don't keep those pledge, and they do something for you, maybe out of anger and out of betrayal of trust, they can lay a curse on you and it will get to you. So everyone should be very, very careful about these things that I'm saying today. The last type of curse is from self-curse. Some curse comes when people are trying to defend themselves. Maybe you did something and you are lying against that thing that you did, and you are called upon to defend yourself, and you start lying. No matter how they're trying to get the truth, you're still lying upon lies. You keep throwing out lies. You realize that you are laying a curse upon yourself. You'll be laying a curse upon yourself. Those people might not even say anything to you, but you yourself, you are laying a curse. You are heaping curses on yourself. So the best thing is for you to always live by truth, by standing by the truth. Let your yes be yes, let your no be no. Do not take what doesn't belong to you. Do not get involved in things that will hurt the other person's feelings. Always stick to agreements, whether it's written or whether it's by verbal. Do not make a promise that you cannot keep. I always warn people about this, like us that are spiritualists. When you come to us and you make a vow or a promise and you do not keep it, we are not going to send any cost to you, but you yourself have laid a curse upon yourself. You realize that with time, you start going back again. And you'll be thinking that we're the one that laid the curse on you. No, it's just that you are the one that laid the curse on yourself. So please, if you're watching this video and you find it very educative or informative, do not hesitate to like the video. And you can also use the share button so that the video will go viral. And in case you find anything I said that you don't understand or you find it confusing, you can send a message. You can chat me on the chats, on the comment section. I'll be able to respond to it. If you find yourself among all the things that I've listed here, remember that it is time for restitution. And just in case you are part of the family that generational curse is disturbing, you have to go for what we call a to go and do cleansing, land cleansing. And if you discover that some certain things are happening to you that you don't understand, you can also check through Alpha. Alpha can reveal whether there's a curse laid on you or not. Alpha must see it. That's the work of Alpha. Alpha must definitely see it. We can check through Alpha to know the truth. So in case you want to do Alpha consultation, this is my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is 09040113281. You can get me on that WhatsApp number. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I can see.